Sports Tonight is back again. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Glad to have you join us to talk sports. I'm Austin Okonakwan. What are you talking about in our world of sports right here in Nigeria? The Ministry of Youth and Sports Development, they are giving full attention to Nigeria's Tokyo 2020 campaign. How ready is Nigeria for the Olympics? Because in 2016, we went to Rio and got just one medal, bronze in football. 2020 in Tokyo, no football, male and female. But there's another twist to it. Basketball for the first time, in fact, Africa, for the first time, will have a male and female basketball team, the D Tigers. They've qualified for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. The D Tigers, the men's senior national team, they've already qualified from the World Cup last year in China. So it's looking good for basketball. And we've been saying it on this show that since there's no football now, let's see that sport that will come up and say, look, no football, no problem. We'll continue our countdown to the Tokyo 2020 Olympics on this show tonight. We'll also start a countdown to the 20th edition of the National Sports Festival Edo State will be hosting. And today, in Benin City, they have kickstarted proceedings for the state's Sports Festival. It's going to act as a curtain raiser for the main event. So Edo will be having their sports festival. They want to use it to test facilities. I'll bring you pictures from that one that came all the way from Benin City. We'll stay at the grassroots today. You know why? We love it at the grassroots, and that's where you can start development. I'll tell you about a new youth league that is starting in Nigeria. And they've said it's Footstar, future stars, that they want to raise future stars in football. They're doing something new in Abuja. I'll tell you about it. From there, we'll go to Bayelsa State to see the final of the Restoration Cup, grassroots football development. We'll get our attention tonight on the program. Right there in Bayelsa, the Minister for Youth and Sports Development, Sunday Dari, visited the stadium and it was wild. He said the Samson Siasia Stadium looks good. Former champion Marion Yali was also there. She said the tartan tracks was beautiful. And so once again, the ministry renewed their commitment towards infrastructure development in the country. You know, I keep saying it that we can't get it right if infrastructure is wrong. So tonight on the program, I'll take a look at that one and see ways that Nigeria can keep getting better in terms of infrastructure development. We'll talk about the powerlifting World Cup that just ended in Abuja last week. So it's now about a drama between the Federation president, Queen Ubo Idris, some members of the board of the Federation, the Powerlifting Federation, and the ministry. And just about when we're celebrating what our athletes did at the Powerlifting World Cup, and when we're beginning to believe that our powerlifters will go to Tokyo and win medals at the Paralympics, leadership is giving us reasons to have our hands on our jaw. What's going on with the leadership of the Powerlifting Federation of Nigeria? The powerlifters, they visited the ministry today. The minister said, well done, you did well. But some of them are saying that the trophy that they won, Nigeria emerged overall champions, that the suspended president, Queen Ubo, has it. Queen Ubo says, I resigned. Nobody can suspend me. I'm done with the World Cup, and so I resigned. Some members of the board of the federation said, no, you cannot resign. We need to look into what you did as federation president. You see, what's going on? Leadership, leadership, leadership. Everything rises and falls on leadership. The athletes are doing their part. We're celebrating them. Leadership pulling us back. That's what is going on in athletics. Is there peace totally in basketball? Someone will smile and say, think about it again before you say there's peace. We'll talk about sports administration in Nigeria tonight. Good news, Nigeria's badminton team, they finally secured visas to go to Egypt for a championship. We were getting worried because the Egyptian embassy, they were stalling the visas. I said I was going to come on this show and ask them what's going on. Why? Is it because Nigeria does so well with badminton? And we need that because we need to qualify for the Thomas Anuba. We need to get our players in shape for the Olympic qualification proper. So it's good news that Some of the players have been given visas to go to Egypt to compete in that championship. In Algiers, Nigeria once again reigns supreme at the Africa Senior Wrestling Championships. The women, they got to the mat and say, don't waste our time. Give us our medals. For the 9th time, Nigeria emerged overall champions in women's wrestling in Africa. Don't touch them. Stand up when you hear Odunayo Adikure and some of the names that I'll tell you tonight on this program. I will talk about some rescheduled matches in the Nigeria Professional Football League. The LMC, they have said, look, that's those states that have 2 clubs, if we go and put them when the league is crucial, some can happen. So they say, let's bring those games forward. Dakada and Akwa United will play. And then, of course, Eimba and Abia Warriors will also be busy because we're getting into the business stage of the MPFL. And so the league management company, they don't want drama. That's how to avoid drama. And I'll be asking a very big question tonight on the show. Listen up. What's going on with the Nigeria National League? It has been described as the most important league in the country because teams get promoted from the NNL into the MPFL. NNL, everyone has been quiet. The NFF, the board, we hear that they dissolve the board. They post football. What's going on with the Nigeria National League? Welcome on board wherever you are in the world watching us. This is Sports Tonight. I'm Austin Okonakman. Be part of the program on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. So send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. It's a loaded package tonight from powerlifting to the Edo 2020 Sports Festival to what went down at the Restoration Cup to grassroots football development to wrestling, basketball, badminton, and of course, the Nigeria Professional Football League and the NNL. Use the hashtag of whatever you want to talk about and talk to us on the show on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. So send us an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. All our top stories can be viewed on our website, channelstv.com, and on YouTube/channelsweb. Log on to m.channelstv.com. Download the Channels TV app for those devices that you see on your screen, and you can be part of the show because so much is going down on the show tonight, and I want you to be part of it. It's a racy-pacey, action-packed world of sports. Let me welcome Kehinde Idris. When he's on the show, he comes with so much spark. Kehinde, it's good to have you on Sports Tonight.
It's good to always be here with you on Sport Tonight, right here at the Sports Center in Channels. And I love the menu. I love, what is what is about to go down. You mentioned, police. You mentioned a whole lot. I think I'm already giddy, to get started talking.
So let's go. Let's go. And it just mentioned police. So let's begin with that. I will go to Abuja, where the Inspector General of Police, Mohammed Adamu, has officially unveiled the mascot and logo of the 12th Biennial Police Games. Mr. Adamu says besides talent discovery in the police, the games are also aimed at ensuring physical and mental fitness of the officers. And I agree with him. This year's games is scheduled to take place from February the 29th through the 9th of March in Anambra State. And you will hear him talk, the Nigeria police, they've given this country talent. The only individual gold medalist we have in this country, she's still an active policewoman. Chioma Ajoa.
Very, very active.
Samuel Okon Peters was a policeman. Julius Ahawa.
Yes. Or he's still a policeman because once a uniform man is always
and God bless the Sunday Bada.
Police can, I think some people even say this is like our sports hall. We go there and do a lot of tapping from the police setup, and they do that every now and then. I think every man who gets into police and has inclination with sport already have a future, already, have a look in to the big stage. Because one way or the other, I don't know if it's consciously that Nigeria gets to, tap into that talent, or they just break even at every point in time. And that is, over the years, I cannot stop but to say thank you and well done to the police setup. I don't know what they are doing in there. I don't know how they are managing their sports, but it is very beautiful and it's taking it to that next
level. Shout out to other security and the NSCDC.
Yes,
the Nigerian Army.
Yes,
they also
Nigerian Air Force.
We love it so much, and because they do so much for sports development, that's why the police is my friend. There with the host governor, Willie Obiano, Anambra State will be hosting the 12th Biennial Police Games. Let's go to Abuja, get some talking points, and we'll be right back.
In practical terms, The event provides us a platform to discover sporting talents in the Nigeria police who will reenact the heroic and historic performances of the likes of our own ACP Chioma Ajunwa, who at the 1996 Summer Olympic in Atlanta, USA, attained the feat of becoming the first female athlete from Nigeria to win an Olympic gold medal, and who to date remains Nigeria's only individual gold medalist. We are also desirous of reproducing likes of late SP Sunday Bada, who won 3 medals at the World Indoor Championships, including a gold medal in 1997, set a record on the 4x400 meters relay at the 2000 Olympics, where he led the Nigerian team to win gold medals after the disqualification of the US team. Our target is also to take advantage of the games to produce another Samuel Peters, the Nigerian dream, the Nigerian nightmare, who rode on the opportunity that the Nigeria Police Games provided him to become the WBC heavyweight champion. We intend to discover great footballers that will restore the glory of the Nigeria Police football team, the machine team, and the female police football team. It is in cognizance of this that the police games have evolved over the years to become an integral part of the rich history and proud tradition of the Nigeria police.
I will personally drive this process all through your games so that this game will produce more Chioma Ajunwas and many great police athletes of the past. I believe that record that will be broken at this Anambra 2020 will go into the world annals of records that will be recognized internationally. You know, so we are ready for you. Anambra is ready for this game, and I want to reassure everybody that is coming that you're going to have one big fun you haven't seen before.
So we cannot wait for it, February the 29th till through March the 9th in Anambra State. And you heard the Inspector General of Police reading out some names that the police have produced for this country, champions in any way you want to talk about them. I will hope that other arms of government will also get into this one, aside the serious part, fitness. Very, very important, and I love it so much. So we won't leave Abuja. Let's stay in Abuja and talk about grassroots football development. A youth league has been launched in the country. It's called Footstar Youth League, Future Stars Youth League. It's for boys and girls between the ages of 13 to 16. 13 to 16. I love it so much. The draw for this league is scheduled to take place on February the 15th, 2020 in Abuja. Who are the persons that are putting this together? Because it's very important that while we're getting young talents, we should also encourage them to go to school. So Sports Edu Plus, a UK-based sports and education initiative, they have taken this dream to Nigeria. They look, they all come here, they see that we have the talent. Yes. It's just the foundation that is missing. And so they're coming here and they're doing this.
Just little things, you know, all around. These guys, sports guys, are scattered around Nigeria, and all they are looking for is, you know, that platform to express themselves, to show what they can do. We're mentioning futsal now. There is, some 2 years back, IFL started the high school football league. It started in universities, and majorly in our universities today, you find pupils or students between the ages of 15, 16 to 21, 22. Yeah. So it's still tapping them young one way or the other. If you cannot get them from the secondary school, why not the ones who are graduated into the universities are being tapped? Now we're talking about futsal. Yeah. But the defining line is that most of these ideas come from guys from outside there. I don't know if, you know, we who are here, you know, based here, are not doing enough to tap into that talent, or there is something we need to go and check from what they are doing and how they are tapping this talent. Now look at the way they've kept the age, 13 to 16. If you are between that age, it's either you're in the secondary school, senior secondary school, or very early university. So, you know, it's what it should be. Yeah. Sports is about energy. It's about athleticism. And when is that period where you get athleticism? When you're very young. A footballer, a basketballer, majorly, the span of your career runs between 20 years, 17 to 20 years, where maybe at the age of 17 you start, and it takes you up until 37. And that is, you know, if you're not doing anything in that period, or if you're not well tapped within that 20 years period, then it might just be over.
You know why I love this? I love this because we're beginning to see reasons to say whenever we're talking about grassroots, the youth,
there
kids,
is something happening there.
We must add education.
We must add education.
The league aims to take school and youth football to the next level, and with established partnerships with academies and teams in the UK and Europe, Futsal is set to blow. We love it so much. Let's listen to some of the person involved in this youth league that we're waiting to launch in Nigeria. We'll come back, we'll talk some more.
This whole program is just around how we could add our own bits to it as Nigerians living outside the shores of Nigeria, and also how we could improve the image of our sports you know, across the globe. So our main target is to deep into schools, get both private and public schools involved, and it's all inclusive, boys and girls, in a way whereby we can allow them to engage in a professional, well-structured league format. And we actually trying to use the same platform that the school games in the UK are using, and that's what we're trying to put in place in Nigeria. And there's nothing that is not doable if we have the right team with us. And we're glad that we have people that are actually passionate around developing grassroots football, that are also passionate about giving back to the community as well. So, and that's why we all, you know, came together to put together the organization called Team Nigeria UK and International. And we've been doing this for the past 7 years in the UK, working day and night, you know, spending each of our own funds. Aside from the passion and the love, really, I think we just thought, well, it's time for us to take it back home. And that's why we're here in Nigeria. We've been in Nigeria, and I think Abuja has been the first place. Abuja was the first place that we actually had an international friendly with the Nigerian under 17 Golden Eaglet in 2015.
So that's it. David Doherty right there, the brain behind the Futsal Youth League. And he says, we want to do things differently. We want to give it some structure. We want to discover talent. We also want to preach education. And I think this is very important that we all follow.
I like what he said when he said, myself and my team, we've been working for about 6-7 years now. Yeah. So it's not just I wake up today, okay, I think there are some agile youths in Nigeria and I'm bringing it. No, you've done some homework right there where you're based, and then you're bringing a properly structured setup to the Nigerian terrain. And, you know, it's time to tap into the talent.
I've been monitoring them, Ken. Before they got to the stage,
yes,
they have what they call the Team Nigeria UK. Young stars in the UK.
And they're using a template from there.
Yeah.
How do they... See, we can't but hide from... We will learn from some people's templates. We will learn from what they are doing, and they are getting results.
No, there's no shame in it.
There is no
Ask
shame.
Questions when you don't know,
the CEO of the MLS, the American, you know, top league, he said, our templates, what template we're using is the championship in England. We're not even using the premiership. It's the championship. That is the level we are now. And we will grow from there.
And so growing.
Why would we say, well, yes, we should. And, you know, like I have said, these guys have got their work, you know, well fashioned out before bringing it down here. And they understand after tapping these guys, there will be transition period and all. These youths are very agile and talented. They need something to keep all of this together. And what is happening out there? UK, US, Germany, education and sport, they go pari passu. You cannot really separate, because if you separate them, one, you know, will be dead for one.
That's the story. So the draw ceremony for the Youth League will be done on 15th February 2020, and then action will commence on Wednesday, March the 4th, 2020. We cannot wait. That's another one for the grassroots, and we're waiting. Let's go on this quick break. When we come back, we'll stay at the grassroots, but we'll go to Bayelsa State to find out, are we match champions of the 3rd edition of the Restoration Cup? Don't go anywhere. Stay.